What's up? Welcome to another episode of Cunt Corner, where we decide if this motherfucker is a cunt or not. I like to read these posts on Reddit. It's called Am I the Asshole?
Huge shout out to Reddit, Am I the Asshole?
And
so much content.
So good.
I like to be the judge of human beings because sometimes I like to believe that I know morally what's best and what's the worst for people. But this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for banning my brother from bringing his Indian girlfriend to my wedding?
Please elaborate.
Okay.
Because so far I'm saying, yes, you're an asshole.
And
I was gonna say no. She's Indian.
Damn.
Let's hold off on that, Bart.
I'll take it. I don't want to encourage.
They knew exactly what you were thinking because they said, title sounds very bad and horribly racist, but let me clarify.
Okay.
So my brother, he's 25, has been dating an American-born girl to Indian parents since last year. She's 23. Her parents do not like their relationship because he's white and probably prefer her to find an Indian man. He has been trying to gain their approval, but failing, and from what he said, they continue to shrug him off and actively exclude him if she tries to bring him to her family events. This has annoyed me because my brother is one of the nicest people I know. In the meantime, I proposed to my girlfriend and we're sending out invites to everyone. I came to the difficult discussion that since his girlfriend's family will not accept him, we will not accept her. I talked it over with my girlfriend and told her how strongly I feel about this and she agreed. I didn't want to spring this up on her, so I asked his girlfriend if we could meet up and I sat down with her and explained that in good conscience, I could not invite her to our wedding if her family cannot accept my brother, and I essentially boiled it down to, if they don't want my brother, we don't want you. I told her she will be banned from all of our future family events until something changes with her parents in regards to my brother. She got upset about it and this caused a huge divide in my family. My brother obviously is against it, but I wanted to do it out of support for him. Other relatives agreed this was the right thing to do, but I've been seeking judgment from outside of my family to gain a clear perspective if I was being an asshole in making this decision.
This dude's a dick! Asshole! This dude's a dick!
Wait, why? Wait, why is he an asshole?
He's a fucking dick! Because he's just doing the same thing that her family's doing, but she doesn't have any fucking control over that.
You could be the bigger person and invite them in. This has
nothing to do with her. The invite is not to her family, it's to fucking her and her, like, boyfriend.
I don't think you guys are thinking like white people think.
Well, I'm glad you're here. We have your perspective.
Please elaborate.
Because of my unique perspective, I'm able to give some sort of context to this.
Oh, yes, of course.
So, no, he's an asshole for sure.
Yeah, fuck
I was
this
gonna
guy.
say, hey, we have Sean here who was raised by a white man, so he can battle you on this.
Wait, were you really?
My stepdad's white.
I had no idea.
That's actually a very interesting couple. I don't think I've ever seen a white and Indian.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, white dudes get with everybody.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Thank you for noticing. Because we've been out here doing it, and nobody seems to notice.
I've seen every combination.
Perspective.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
I actually seen it a lot in England.
Oh, that makes sense.
But also English colonized.
Yeah, there are a lot of Indians.
There's more Indians, yeah. So I saw a lot of like Indian and white couples there from both, you know, like white guy, Indian girl, Indian guy, white girl, whatever.
They're together.
Right. But maybe because of the history.
Yeah, the history.
They also added here, I just want to clarify to all the posters that I'm not doing this to punish her or her family. She still hangs around her family a lot, and given that her family is disrespectful to my brother, I feel that it makes her toxic, and I don't want toxic people at my wedding. If she disowns her family, then she can come.
Oh, so if you just say if she disowns her family,
Contradict.
That's all they wanted.
Just go ahead and do it.
if she disowns her Indian family, then she can come to the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all agree that this fucker's an asshole.
Yeah, this kid's a fucking.
What would have been a better solution?
Just invited her.
You're not dealing with their parents. You could be the bigger person.
She's not. They're not even inviting the parents.
So what I don't get is why is he making this personal? Because even his own brother is like, hey, this is not cool.
Yeah.
And he goes, but I'm doing this for you. You don't see this.
No, he doesn't like her.
He feels slighted because he's taking that family's rejection of his brother as like, oh, you don't accept me either then, so I'm not gonna accept yours or whatever. So it's like this weird like proxy war of fucking family.
Check my family.
Bottom line is he's making it about him.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about his brother and what his brother wants. and if his brother's like, yo, dude, why are you making this so complicated? Then he's fucking over his brother.
Yeah.
You know how some people, they get more mad when you fuck with their homie than when you fuck with them?
Yeah.
Those people are the fucking lamest people on earth.
I'm sorry.
No, you know why? You know why though? It's the same as when I meet a girl and then she's kind of okay, and then I meet her friends, and I'm just learning about this girl, and her friends are like, if you hurt her, I swear to God. And I'm like, I'm just getting to know this girl. Fuck her now. Fuck you and fuck her. I'll never talk to her again.
Like, they're gonna do something. And what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, Sandra? Like, what are you gonna fucking do?
You gonna cut my dick off?
Yeah.
You're gonna go to 25 years in jail because of I fucking fucked with your friend and dumped
I
her?
swear to God, you better treat her good.
It might. There's crazy people out there.
I know, but what I'm saying is, usually it's just people fronting because they're such good friends, and they're so annoying, and they're so fat. Thank you.
And they're so bad.
Usually both. Usually both. Only in this case, it's usually
true.
I have nothing wrong with fat people. It's just that when you're fat and you tell me not to fuck with your friend or else whatever.
Why is that such a stereotype?
It sucks.
The tough one is the fat one. Why?
It's just what I've seen in life.
Why is that?
And by the way, I've met a lot of cool fat people.
I know, right?
Really cool fatties out there.
If we just replaced fat with like another
just
word,
double
I'm
it
just like,
down.
oh.
It just doesn't work.
Man.
And you guys' relationships, have you guys had issues with other families, like your girlfriend or your wife's family?
dude!
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was wondering here, like,
Yeah.
Within like Asians, there's racism, right? And people looking down to me and all that. And to me, it was kind of ridiculous because I'm here being judged as this low-class creature, and I'm like, wait, but my family's educated, and you guys aren't.
And also, I'm richer than you.
Yeah, and I didn't understand why their family was so judgmental.
What were they judging you? They're like, wow, fuck, you can't bring this dentist home.
It was literally like, oh, you got with this Japanese kid, and like, what? Like, and then I'm just like, wait, why is that a bad thing?
Right.
Like, I didn't know there was.
It's just their ignorance.
This girl that I dated, she was like, yeah, my dad hates Vietnamese people. She was Chinese. My dad hates Vietnamese people. He said, don't marry Vietnamese people. They beat their wives. And then she also told me that he said, don't date Filipinos because they're the dirt Asians. I was like, holy
It's some racist shit. It's like mainly within Asians too, because I dated this other girl. She's like, oh, I heard Japanese guys beat their wives. Same thing. So she told her daughter.
You guys have a lot in common, actually.
It's just interchangeable between every Asian.
Dude, my father-in-law, he's Filipino, full Filipino, and he always talks about every time he takes the trash out, he's like, oh, sure, the brown guy's got to take the trash out.
That's so funny.
Yeah, right, it's funny. But it's one of those things where I never even heard that in my whole life until I met him.
Yeah.
I never heard my old man say, like, brown guy's got to take the trash out.
He just glared at him from the
Right.
porch.
Thank you, yeah. My dad would just have a sniper rifle, and he's like,
he just
no, nothing, son, I'm just neighbor watching.
Yeah, just land of the free.
And your mom's like calling the police, like, there's a brown guy.
Hey, somebody's wearing a hoodie in my neighborhood. No,
Then you're on the front line like, Mom, it's me!
I feel like some family members are like that, where it's like a loyalty thing, where it's like, oh, if you fuck with them, then I don't fuck with you, kind of thing. It's so weird to me, because for me, like, okay, I have a pretty kind of shaky relationship with my stepmom, and I think that's based mostly on her issues with my grandmother, and it just kind of got rolled on to the children. But for me as an adult, if I was in that same situation, I wouldn't roll that onto the kids, because they're a separate relationship for me.
If you're being a dick to me, I'm not gonna hate your kid, you know?
Well, that doesn't, but it makes sense for some people. Like, for some people, that just is the thing.
It's that stupid tribalism, though.
But dude, it's hard, right? So, okay, so I got my in-laws, there's something going down recently, and it's pretty big shit, but I can't get into it too much. But one of the cousins came over to borrow chairs from one of my in-law uncles, okay?
They were slamming on people?
And the in-law uncle was pissed at what was going on inside the family.
Oh.
And so he wouldn't let the cousin borrow chairs. And he's like, hey, you want to know why I won't let you borrow these chairs? Then ask your mom what she said about grandma. Trust me, people can bring pettiness into fucking anything.
They can.
Like, any race can bring pettiness into anything.
And it always boils down to the most uneducated group of like minds, right? Because I had a friend who was dating. He was Chinese. He was dating a Vietnamese girl, and her family swore that they were having dinner with Chairman Mao himself. After he left the dinner, they're like, you know, he's a communist. He's like, my family ran away from China and communism just as the same as your Vietnamese family, but they're like, we don't trust the Chinese because they're communists.
But he lives in America.
Exactly, and they're Chinese Americans and they fled China for the same reasons, so they should bond over this fact, right?
Yeah.
But their family was so fucking like kind of cavemen in their heads. They believe that all Chinese were communists. And then they're like, we hate communists, that's why we ran away from Vietnam, so you need to be with a good Vietnamese boy that is an anti-communist. And then I was like, what the fuck? And to top it off, that father he had something to do with some type of like nation trade. Like it was like a position where you should be more open-minded because you're in a position where you're dealing with so many cultures, like working at an embassy or some kind of shit. So it's just crazy how people's minds think. And for me, whenever I feel that or hear that from family members, it almost makes me want to run from the person that I'm with.
Right, yeah, that's a scary thing.
You're marrying into that family.
Exactly. I feel like my IQ is going to drop getting into that family.
Yeah, cool, because that's what my dad said too. He was just like, remember, like you can't pick your own immediate family, but you can always pick the family that you marry into. And I was like, no, that's a fair point.
Kinda. What if she's so hot?
That's true.
Well, he didn't add that stipulation on the end of it, so.
Hopefully she's estranged from her family.
What if she's so hot, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she has a Nazi family? Okay, that sucks. But she's so fine. Antoine, 10 out of 10.
But if she's not though.
Antoine.
If she's not, you guys could go to Aruba together.
Her mom's hot.
Start fresh.
Even her mom's hot.
Hey, sometimes that happens though. You have a hot person and they're racist and they're like,
but you're
so fucking cute though. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, how am I gonna make this work?
Yeah,
I think it's worth it.
Well, what if she's not the racist though? Her family members are.
That's the thing. I would hope that she's estranged from them because that would mean a lot from what she's doing in her life.
Well, what if she's trying to bring two together and she's like, we need to make world peace?
No.
What if she's a racist, but she's so hot.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Like how racist?
I mean,
Like on a scale of
just date her. Just date her.
She's pretty bad, but
Just don't lock it down.
But I'm a believer of my leadership skills, and I think I could fuck the
racism out of it.
Oh, nice.
she could tongue the racism out of my ass with her asshole.
She could take it all out.
Take it out of you or take it out of her?
Take it out of her.
Oh.
With her tongue up Joe's asshole.
Oh.
Is what I'm getting at.
That's an interesting interaction.
I can visualize it so easily. Thanks to knowing him.